The Great Pyramid of Giza. It stands as a monument to human achievement, a symbol of ancient Egypt that has captivated us for millennia. When you visit a museum or watch a documentary, you're usually told a very specific story. The pyramids were tombs for the pharaohs, built around 4,500 years ago by tens of thousands of workers. They used simple tools, copper chisels, stone hammers, and brute force. They moved massive stone blocks on wooden sleds and dragged them up enormous ramps. This explanation is presented with such confidence, repeated so often, that we've come to accept it as fact. But repeating something doesn't make it true. What happens if we step back and look at the evidence with fresh eyes? What if we question the story we've been told? Let's calmly examine the official explanation, piece by piece, and see if it holds up to scrutiny. When we do, we find that the neat and tidy story starts to unravel, revealing a mystery far deeper and more complex than we ever imagined. Let's start with one of the biggest challenges, the labor. The official story says that tens of thousands of workers, some estimates say 20,000, others up to 40,000, toiled for decades to build the Great Pyramid. Now, let's do some simple math. The Great Pyramid is made of roughly 2.3 million stone blocks, each weighing several tons. The accepted construction timeline is about 20 years. If you break that down, it means a block had to be quarried from the bedrock, transported to the site, shaped with incredible precision, and lifted into its final place every few minutes. That's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, for 2 decades straight, without any major delays. Think about the logistics of that. Feeding, housing, and managing a workforce the size of a small city. Coordinating the non-stop flow of materials. This wasn't just piling up rocks, it was a feat of engineering and project management that would challenge even our modern, industrialized society. To suggest that this was accomplished with simple hand tools and ramps pushes the boundaries of what seems possible. This extreme pace doesn't automatically disprove the official theory, but it certainly puts immense pressure on it, and under pressure, weak points begin to show. So let's talk about the tools. We retold the ancient Egyptians used copper chisels and stone dolerite pounders to quarry and shape millions of blocks. Copper is a relatively soft metal. Have you ever tried to cut granite with a copper tool? Modern experiments have shown that it's an incredibly slow and inefficient process. The copper tools wear down almost immediately. You'd need a constant supply of newly forged chisels just to make a dent. And it's not just about cutting the blocks out of the quarry. The precision is astonishing. The casing stones of the Great Pyramid were so perfectly fitted that you could unslide a razor blade between them. How is this level of precision achieved on an industrial scale with soft copper tools? And what about the dolerite pounders? These are hard, rounded stones. Imagine trying to create a